The world has been begging Sienna Gomez for months to apologize and let the entire truth out about her and Jack Wright. But apparently, she's still defending herself and gaslighting the situation. This is gonna get nasty. Aside from Sienna speaking up on her issue with Jack Wright, Vinny Hacker also got in trouble this week after he got accused of dating a new TikToker. And guys, even Harry Jowsey and Charlie Jordan broke up after they began making their relationship public. There's a lot to uncover in today's video, so let's start with, it's sad to see how Sienna Gomez takes months and months to address every problematic situation she's been through. And for the most part, people feel like Sienna uses this strategy to confuse the internet and make them forget about the accusations Jack made about her in his video. I would highly recommend watching my previous video on Sienna and Jack and how things ended up getting pretty serious after Jack exposed Sienna for essaying him. And even though Sienna took a long break to address the situation, she finally decided to speak her side of the story weeks later through an interview instead of a YouTube video. Of course, as a result of this, Sienna received major backlash for not only hiding behind her management team and letting them control her words, but for also denying all the essay allegations about her. What many of you may not know is that Sienna uses some manipulation tactics in her interview. While addressing Jack's video, after she started addressing how hurtful it was for her that Jack was exposing her on social media and how she still has love for him to this day. And y'all, this situation made Jack go on social media to defend Sienna after he started saying that Sienna didn't fully understand what consent meant and how he appreciates the way she acknowledged her mistake. I truly appreciate Sienna's acknowledgement that she made mistakes and that she did not fully understand consent. It's a step in a positive direction. I believe Sienna is struggling to face the truth and the harmful, painful choices she's made. Every word in my video is the truth. I hope she continues to get the help she needs so this never happens again. Honestly, it's just so sad to see that he's still trying to be so caring and understanding towards Sienna, despite all of the horrible things she did to him. But it's been months now since Sienna and Jack have spoken about their issues together, and guys, even Sienna herself took a long break from social media as well after she witnessed how she lost millions of supporters and how her name became very controversial worldwide. Now, of course, you would probably think that Sienna would let the situation slide away again and continue posting like she normally does. But surprisingly, she decided to go to the BFF podcast and address her issue with Jack after Dave Portnoy teased the episode this week.
Special guest Sienna May, second time on BFFs. Obviously, this one
a little different.
Here's where things got pretty intense. After Sienna received so much backlash before the episode even went live, her podcast finally got posted on social media this week. And not gonna lie, people didn't expect Sienna to bring her lawyer to the BFF podcast to speak on her behalf after her lawyer started addressing how Jack made false accusations towards Sienna and how there hasn't been any legal issue towards her client at all.
If there hasn't been a legal issue, like, why are you here? She can't, like, there's nothing going on. She could theoretically answer for herself.
Because obviously there have been allegations. And at this point, after so long of just going back and forth online, and it's all just social media talking back and forth, it's time to actually bring in some professionals who are going to talk about what's really real. And what's real is that there's nothing out there.
But here's where it gets even more confusing. After this, Sienna started opening up about how she had never touched Jack inappropriately or done anything sexual with him because they were both playing games with each other and making each other jealous.
We would kind of just play this game and go back and forth where we would kiss. Also, I just want to reiterate, we never had sex. We literally never did anything other than kiss.
On top of this, Sienna even claimed in her interview that Jack used her in some part of his career and how her management team investigated the situation and noticed something wasn't right between Sienna and Jack.
I had my team kind of just do some investigating and like looking into everything that was happening and they found some stuff that they found some stuff. I'll let them talk about what they did.
In the end, Sienna ended her episode with Dave by addressing the essay allegations towards her and how Jack over-exaggerated about the essay allegations when they both knew they had feelings for each other.
He would take kind of parts of the story and just put it out. And out of context, a lot of the things that were being said, obviously look terrible.
But unfortunately, millions of people were already hating on her for still victimizing herself while throwing all the blame on Jack for being the bad guy. There is so much victim blaming going on from both Dave and Sienna. Agree with Dave, if there hasn't been a legal issue, why are you here? LMAO, for real, speak for yourself, Sienna. This makes her look even more guilty. Anyways, y'all, let's move on now to Vinny Hacker, who got attacked by his fan base after he allegedly got himself a new girlfriend. As we all know by now, Vinny Hacker's fan base is probably one of the most toxic fan bases out there, since not only are they protective over Vinny, but they're also in control of every decision Vinny makes for his life. I mean, we've seen Vinny's fans controlling his relationships, exposing girls who come near him, and even updating him on every friendship he makes with toxic people. Of course, no one really expected Vinny to listen to his followers and support their decision, but this time, you guys, his fan base took it to another level after a new TikTok girl started hinting at her relationship with Vinny. Here's what happened. It all started when Vinny posted a normal TikTok video of him lip syncing while allegedly having a hickey on his neck. Obviously, his fans couldn't help but point out the hickey to the point where they flooded the entire comment section with hate and assumptions. Now, after tons of people were throwing hate at Vinny for having a hickey, he immediately deleted the TikTok video from his account just to avoid these assumptions. That was until some of his fans noticed that people had been shipping the TikToker Tabitha Swadish and Vinny after they started doing fan edits of them. And guys, even Tabitha herself liked comments of people shipping her with Vinny while confirming they're just friends. Illy guys, and yes, we are just friends. Despite the fact that Tabitha confirmed from the beginning that Vinny is just a friend, fans noticed that she'd been liking tons of pictures and fan edit videos of Vinny on Instagram. And y'all, just take a look at what the media had to say about her and Vinny allegedly dating. I know she embarrassed y'all wrong for this. That's kind of weird if they're not a thing. Even if there was something going on with them, she needs to chill because Vinny wouldn't want it to be this public. Anyways, let's end today's video with the most shocking news of all. Harry Jowsey and Charlie Jordan breaking up after dating for a week. Apparently, Harry Jowsey and Charlie Jordan are dating, but not dating. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, but about 2 weeks ago, Harry and Charlie got caught by fans making out with each other in a club. And of course, this immediately started a rumor about them on social media that they are allegedly dating. And on top of this, Harry even went on Instagram to thank Charlie for sending a bunch of Valentine's gifts. It's clear that Harry and Charlie are dating at the moment because they began to take things public slowly. And guys, even Charlie's ex-boyfriend, Taylor Holder, showed his support to Charlie and Harry being together by responding to this comment saying this: "Did you see Charlie with Harry? I did. I'm really glad she's happy." After a week of people shipping and supporting Charlie and Harry for their relationship, Harry went on Instagram out of nowhere to answer a bunch of his fans' questions. And of course, one of the questions was whether he's in a committed relationship with someone or not. And y'all, this is what Harry had to answer. Are you in a committed relationship? I'm single. It's either Harry was in a 5-minute relationship with Charlie, or they're both trying to hide their relationship from their fans by lying about being single. After many people began complaining about Harry's fast breakup with Charlie, Harry decided to clear things up in the comments by confirming that he and Charlie are still in the talking stage and they haven't put a label on their relationship yet. Everyone needs to relax. We haven't put a label on it yet, you pelicans. Anyways, loves, make sure to click on the tab above if you want to watch more juicy videos on these influencers.